Hello guys, this is quixQuery here. Today we are trying something very new. We are going to try and play some modded. This is something I haven't done before, and so I haven't ever been introduced to modded before, and we are going to be playing Sky Factory, which is a mod pack by Bacon Donut, hence the bacon and the donut in the hotbar. And because I am not super familiar with modded, and it seemed like a lot of people were playing it, and it was like a well-rounded pack. And so we are going to try this out and see what I can do. And there will probably be a lot of dripping around, so please let me know in the comments what I could do better and where I can go next in this series. So, I will crack on with starting. We are actually... I didn't know this, but man, this is a small starting space. Literally, it's a tree in the middle of... yeah, anyway, I will get started. So I must say that while there is a little bit of extra I have played modded a little bit before, not a ton. It says there's something out that way. I think the map is wrong. Do you see the map in the upper right corner? It says there's an island out that way, but I don't know if that's correct or not. Anyway, well, there is a little bit of extra grind in modded. There are also some pretty cool things. We can grow trees super fast, and then we can use Vein Miner to get all the saplings and stuff real quick. Ta-da! Really quick way to get wood. Okay, so we have a bit of a circle of wood going right here, crafting bench, you know, all the basic stuff, and we have a tree right here. And I have been looking in our little achievement book, and the first thing is to use a crook on leaves to get saplings and a silkworm. So, in order to do that, we need to make a crook, which means okay, I need to like throw that away because I don't know what it's used for. So we are going to go down here, crook. Awesome. Okay. Ta-da! Okay, now we have a crook. Ta-da! Okay, so now that achievement is complete. Once we get some silkworms and other stuff. Wait, can I... would vein minering this give me extra silkworm? Okay, that one didn't get me a silkworm. I'm going to see what I can do to try and get some silkworms and be back soon. Okay, so Vein Miner can get you a silkworm. Ta-da! Awesome. The next achievement is to make dirt by composting saplings in an oak barrel. Okay, good to know. Well, we need to make an oak barrel, and I believe... whoa! Take those, put one of those in the center, and up and down, oak barrel. Awesome. And let's just throw that down right here for the moment, and make some dirt. Oops. Ta-da! We got more dirt. Let's place that down right there and get some more going. So this is another achievement we have completed. It is raining outside right now, and we... whoa! Have trees that are growing on top of us. And so because of that, we have water in our barrels. And so the next thing to do in our achievement book is to infest leaves with the silkworm, and then use a crook on the infested leaves to get string. And that's also so we can make a sieve, so we can start generating ores and stuff. And oops, wrong button. Yeah. Okay. silkworm right there. Investing. 4, 5, 6, 7. The sun is rising on our little cloverleaf thing right here, and we have a fully infested tree. So we are going to use vein miner on it and get a bunch more silkworm and a bunch of string, and that gives us both of these achievements. And now we have to craft a sieve, or sieve, whatever it's called. So we are going to go into our inventory, save, sieve, there we go. So we just want a basic oak sieve right now. Okay. Silk mesh. We need, okay, so 2 silk mesh per each of those. So 1, 2. Awesome. And then the rest of the recipe was sticks and planks. Or you could just... Are those the same item? I don't know. Let's figure it out. I have sticks. Let's just throw all that in. And then if I do this, it's the same item. One of them costs a little less wood though. Huh. Very interesting. Okay. Awesome. Now we have a sieve, and we can sift dirt in this thing and get stones, and 4 small stones makes a piece of cobblestone. Awesome. That is craft a sieve, check. Craft cobblestone from small stones that drop from sifting dirt, check. So I was sifting some dirt and I got a lot of extra seeds. I set up a little bit better. You can just kind of see everything right here. Grass seeds, pumpkin seeds, regular seeds, carrot seeds, etc. And there's a bit more cobble. And we have a rubber tree seed. Nice. And so I'm not sure how big this thing is going to grow, if it'll even... Awesome. Nice. Okay, now we have 2 types of wood. Okay, the other thing I wanted to do in this clip was make a furnace. Yeah. And do some vein mining with this stuff right here. Awesome. Now we have gravel. And now we have sand. And now we have dust. Awesome. And when we put dust in each of these, we get clay. And we have a spot in our inventory for that. Cool. Let's see what's next to do. Craft a hammer? Check. Sift gravel, sand, and dust in a sieve. Make tinker's construct tools from bone or flint. Make clay? Check. Craft and cook a crucible. That sounds like something I want to do. Let's look at it. Crucible. Unfired crucible, I think, is what we want. And that's porcelain. Is that what we want? Cook a crucible. Okay. Unfired crucible, porcelain clay, bone meal, and clay. Oh, okay. So we need bones. And in order to get bones, we need a mob farm. So that is our next order of business, is getting a mob farm. We don't need a mob farm, we can just sift dust. Awesome. That is good to know. And I got an acacia seed from my sifting of dirt. I've been at this for a while, and I only have 3 porcelain clay. And I need 4 more. So it is probably gonna take a little bit to get all this, but yeah, anyway, I thought I would update this and let you know that we got acacia. Oh yeah. I have finally done all the grinding, and we got an unfired crucible. We also have now birch. I got that while I was sifting the dirt, and yeah, let's cook this in the furnace. Oh boy. Okay, so now this is complete. So we need our torch, which is right in the middle. Put our crucible right over that, and all we need to do now is just put a bunch of cobblestone into that thing and melt it into lava. So then we can have a cobblestone generator, and woohoo! Yeah, things will be going well. So let's check off some more achievements. We have sifted sand and dust and all that in a sieve. We have crafted and cooked a crucible. We have heated a crucible with a torch and inserted cobble to make lava. And we are about to build a cobblestone generator right now because it just started raining, and so I have water now, and the water goes right there and the lava goes right there, and I know that this is wood and that it'll burn. That's okay. Awesome. Ta-da! Cobblestone generator.
It's time to build.
Oh man, that is super funky. I'm not sure why they put that there. So here we are. We have now successfully made a cobblestone generator, and I have replaced some of the blocks around it with cobblestone to help prevent things from catching on fire. So I have crossed off that achievement in our little book here, so now we have completed most of the wood age achievements, except for make Tinker's construct tools. But the next one is in the Stone Age achievements, which means that we have to make a mob spawner. And so I'm thinking I'm going to build something up there where they fall down and hit some platform, maybe over there or something. It'll be a little temporary one. This whole platform is temporary right now. I want to have some cool little circle of islands or something coming around in this whole base, but eventually. For now, we're just going to build a little mob spawner that goes all the way up there, and they fall down and die from fall damage at the bottom, etc. And so I am going to do that and get back to you soon. So here we are, and we have a basic mob spawner up and running. 25 blocks from the bottom right here to the top right there. Hopefully that should be enough to keep them dead. We don't know. Anyway, eventually this thing will go all the way up to the top, so that none of the mobs can even escape. They'll just fall directly to their death. And I'll have, what are they called? The fans? Fan. From which mod? This one, right there. The open blocks fan. And I'll use that to push the mobs around up there into the gap. So, anyway, right now it seems to be working really well, and we're getting plenty of drops and stuff, and I got a common loot bag now, and so we're going to open it and see what's inside. Hey, a fired clay bucket. That's good. Nice. That was actually a pretty good one for a common loot bag. Anyway, I ran out of cobblestone halfway up on that little thing, and so I wasn't able to finish it, but I'm going to do a little bit more cobblestone mining and stuff, and you know what? Actually, I am going to work on automating the cobblestone generation because I have a whole bunch of stuff. Okay, maybe not a whole bunch, but I have a few things right here that I can smelt up and use to make a transfer node. If I type it in here, transfer node, this one right here, I need to make the pipes right here, which is either aluminum or iron, around glass and some redstone. And yeah, anyway, I will do that and start working on automation of cobblestone, and I will show you what I'm doing here in a moment. Okay, so it is raining right now, and we are about ready to start the fully automatic generation of cobblestone. Okay, I think we just actually need a chest on top like that. Awesome. Perfect. And now all we have to do is put this in there, and it should be taking cobblestone out. Ta-da! And so now we have fully automatic cobblestone generation happening right now. Super awesome. Let me just take this transfer pipe back. Cool. And so our first bit of full automation, that's super cool. And next we're gonna work on finishing up this mob farm. You know what I think about you being up there, Creeper? That's what I think about you being up there. Okay, so I just died because there's a guy up there and he's giving me a bit of trouble. I did fall down there a couple times, but it gave me a common loot bag from dying. I'm not sure. No, that's an uncommon loot bag. Nice. What did I get from dying? I got obsidian and copper. That death was totally worth it, man. The mob farm is now complete, except for the fans, which I need a little bit more iron for. You can see it right in there that I don't quite have enough. So in order to make 1 iron ingot, you need 4 powdered iron ore in a little crafting square, like a crafting bench, and that makes an iron ore dust block or something like that, which you can then smelt into 1 ingot. And so I don't have enough stuff for that yet, and so I made an absolute ton of compressed stone hammers. By the way, you can't make a double compressed stone hammer, just so you know. And and I have set up something a little bit different over here. This is called a compacting drawer, and so what it essentially does is it instantaneously compacts cobblestone as much as it possibly can into its, so we have cobblestone, compressed cobblestone, and double compressed cobblestone. And so what I can do is I can just shift left click, and now I have a stack of compressed cobblestone, which I can then come over here, place down, and then break with my compressed hammer. Ta-da! And so that's all I need to do in order to do that. And so I also have made a heavy sieve, whatever it's called, and I can then sift compressed stuff, obviously not cobblestone, but like say compressed gravel, dust, sand, and stuff like that in the heavy sieve. So anyway, I am going to get to getting some more ores, and we will be back when I have enough to make the fans for the mob farm. Okay, so I have done a little bit of farming. I moved the ore chest over to here, and I was looking in our little achievement book right here. By the way, we have done 2 of... Oh, that is not a good sound. Who did that just get mad at? Did it just get mad at something else? Because I really hope it wasn't me. Okay, anyway, we have automated our cobble generator with a transfer node, and we have made a dark room 25 blocks away from the base for spawning mobs and loot. Awesome. This is the next thing I really want to do is to upgrade. No, this one. Make a Tinker's Construct smeltery for processing ore. And so I don't know exactly what I'm going to need to do that, but if we go into Tinker's Construct, those are not what we're looking for. Tinker's Construct, I think I'm looking for seared bricks. There we go, that sounds right. So in order to make these, we need seared brick, which we get from slime soil. Hold up, is there another way to get this? No, that's not what I want. Slime soil. Oh, wait, hold up a second. There's two types of seared brick here. Smeltery structure block, safe for decoration. I'm not sure. Huh, interesting. I think these are actually the ones we want, which means we need grout to do that. And grout is clay, sand, and gravel. So we have some clay. Oops. Yeah, right here. This is it. And if we mine this up, awesome. We now have that much clay, and all we need is some gravel and stuff. This is just another compacting drawer. I can use it for things like gravel and sand and other stuff like that. But we need some gravel and sand, so I'm just gonna grab a stack of some compressed cobble, break that down into gravel, and be right back when I'm ready to do something interesting. Okay, so we have some loot bags to open and some treasures. So we are going to open those and see what we get. As soon as I free up a little bit of space in my inventory for this. Okay, I have crafted some seared bricks. Okay, here we go. Rare loot bag. Conductive iron. Okay. I guess that's okay. Okay, uncommon loot bag, 2 obsidian. Common loot bag, slime ball, that's something we don't have yet, that'll be good. Apple, I need that right now. Saplings and some string, okay. How about the uncommon treasure? Ooh, splash potion of strength and some gold coins. And the common treasure gave us some more gold coins. Okay. And some ender pearls. Nice. Okay. Splash potion of strength. Huh. Very nice. Okay. So, next we want to build Tinker's area. And so we need another platform. If my inventory will function properly. Where did it go? I know I had cobblestone just there. I will be right back. So it is about time to wrap up this episode here. I realize it's running a little longer than normal. And so we are going to... I have had a few encounters with some invincible mobs. Yeah, anyway, if I restart the game, then everything is sorted out. If I just like exit the world and then come back in, then everything is just fine again. So if any of you are playing this pack and have had that problem, then just try restarting it and it should be just fine again. But anyway, we've got a few diamonds from this gravel, because that's something that we can get when we sift this gravel, and so we have gotten quite a bit of ores and other stuff, and we have a few seared bricks, but it is time to end off for today, and so we are going to conductive iron. I'm not sure what to ender IO. Okay. So we are going to end the episode off here today, and continue in the next episode with the Tinker's Construct Smeltery and the fans up there to help make this mob farm more efficient, and hopefully a grinder so that we don't have as many problems with these pesky mobs down there. Anyway, I really hope you enjoyed for today's episode, and if you did, be sure to leave a like and maybe even a comment. If you know something I could do better, because I am pretty new to modded, so I would love to have some advice and some tips and stuff, because I don't know a lot about this, and so I would really love some of that. But thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a good day. See ya!